What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's about Jenelle and David again. So I kind of want to go back and retouch on something that I mentioned in one of my earlier videos about this entire situation when the kids were starting to be pulled out of the home. One of the things that's just so mind-boggling to me is that Jenelle, as a mom who claims to want to have her kids in her home and in her life, did not choose to kind of either move out of the house with her kids without David, or have David move out of the house while the investigation is underway. Because remember, the person being investigated in all of this is David. David is the one who's not allowed to be around the children. So you would think that a normal mom would, at least for the time being, I think first of all, a normal mom would split up with her husband, who allegedly beat a dog in front of the kids, slammed it on a table, and took it out back to kill it. I feel like a normal mom would put her kids in therapy immediately, split from the guy, and all of that. But okay, Jenelle, the bar is on the ground for her. So for her, you would think that at the very least, she would decide to either temporarily move out with the kids or have David move out, so that they're not doubly traumatized, right, by being split up from each other again on top of that. It's just so crazy that she would allow all of her kids to be separated, especially her infant Inslee. That to me is just so mind-bogglingly sad. I just wanted to re-emphasize how little she seems to care about her kids because of that. People claim, oh, it's because she's traumatized from David, or situation with David, but no, Jenelle has had no problem ditching her kids as long as we've known her. Remember, she described parenthood as a literal prison once upon a time, and then when she first got with David, she was leaving Kaiser with David's family for a long time as well, before they had Inslee. So let's just call a spade here and say that Jenelle is a trash ass parent, and I honestly think that CPS should be investigating her ass too, just for the way she's been reacting to this. She could not be trusted with children, even going back to when she pulled out a gun in front of Jace in the middle of a road rage incident and almost got them both killed. And then when Jace told his mom about the incident, she called him a liar and gaslit him. This woman is batshit crazy, and should be under investigation as well. Another story going around about them is the fact that they showed up to court last week with a gun on the dashboard of their car and left it sitting out there just like that as well. I thought that was really wild that no one really had anything to say about that. I understand that for whatever unfortunate reason, David, despite his extensive criminal history and very obvious disturbed state of mind, is allowed to legally own firearms, but I always thought that people were legally obligated to at least safely secure their firearms. So I'm really kind of curious about what's going on there and how that's being taken. I wonder if the whatever's going on in the hearing about the safety of their children is taking those sorts of things into account, just the way that this guy is reckless with his firearms. And last but not least, it looks like the two of them were spotted at Lowe's home improvement store today by TMZ. David was wearing a shirt where on the back it says Redneck Nation, and very ironically it says family, tradition, and heritage. Mind you, this is the guy who literally has custody of 0 of his kids. 0 of them, 0 out of 3, wearing a shirt that says family, tradition, and heritage. It's just so funny to me how people who all have the same belief system, hateful belief system as David Eason, are always bottom of the barrel, SHIT, under your shoe level, bottom of the barrel, and they somehow think they are superior to anyone, even a damn grasshopper. It's freaking laughable as hell. So anyway, that kind of wraps up what we've seen for Jenelle and David today. But really quickly, before we sign off, I want to remind you that David is actually due back in court for a different charge on June 3rd. That's exactly 2 weeks from today. Remember when he towed the truck and posted about it on YouTube, and then the owner of the truck ultimately wound up pressing charges against him. He is due back in court on June 3rd to fight that, and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it. I'm sure all of it is going to be out on TMZ, and I'll be giving my opinions to you as usual. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.